everyone, it's Jessie. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my Comic Con book haul. Last weekend, I had so much fun. It was a long, hard, stressful, and tiring and exhausting past 4 days, and with my friends Mary, Marley, Kaden, Caitlin, and my boyfriend Palmer. And along the way of my Comic Con journey, I was able to pick up a few books here and there. I thought that doing my hair in this Tinkerbell style would be appropriate for it since I dressed up as a steampunk Tinkerbell for one of the days. These are fake bangs. They aren't real. I don't have bangs. They're just clip-in. That's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's get into this Comic Con book haul. These are not in order from when I got them. I'm just kind of picking them up randomly. Anyways, the first book I have here is called Hunting Prince Dracula, which is the sequel to Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. Hopefully I said that right. I've heard so much great things. A lot of my friends like Kaden and Sasha have started reading this series. They raved about it to me a lot. I already have the first one. Now I have a chance to binge read it because we all know that I'm impatient and don't like waiting for sequels. It just has me at Victorian and killing and yeah, Victorian Gothic stuff. That is my ish. Every enchantment has a price. This book is called The Enchantment of Raven. I did not know anything about this book, I don't think, when I picked it up. I just saw that it had a raven on it. It kind of reminded me of Six of Crows just because like there's a raven on the cover. It looked cool, and I heard that it was a fantasy novel, and I'm like all about fantasy. So I was like, sign me up, it's free, why not? I will read the back for those of you if you want to know what it's about. Isabel is a brilliant portrait artist with a dangerous set of clients, the fair folk. These immortal creatures cannot create anything without crumbling to dust. They crave human craft with a terrible thirst, and they trade enchantments for Isabel's paintings. But when she paints Rook, the Autumn Prince, she makes a deadly mistake. She paints mortal sorrow in his eyes, a weakness that could cost him his throne and even his life. That's just the first paragraph, but that sounds so interesting to me, so I'm really excited to read this, and I want to read it soon because I need to read more fantasy right now. Next, we have this Western novel called The Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Ely. I think that's how you say her name. Kaden and I think Caitlin, we all got this book, and Kaden had already started reading it like the night after when she got it at Comic Con, and she said that it's really good so far. The last Western book that I have read is one of my favorites, which is Vengeance Road by Erin Bauman. That's pretty much one of the only Western young adult books I have read, so I'm really excited for this one because obviously I get all those Western vibes from it, and the girl looks badass on the cover, so I am pumped for this book. She's got a pair of 6-shooters and perfect aim. Already sounds up my alley. I bought this book just because it's called Lost Boy by Christina Henry, so you all know I'm Peter Pan like Tinkerbell. I wasn't gonna buy this book because I was not planning on spending any to like next to nothing money at Comic Con since I'm kind of saving right now, but I was in desperate need of a tote bag, and no booths were giving out tote bags like they usually did in years past. If you bought this book, it came with a Lost Boy tote bag, so I was like, that's pretty cool. I'll pay for the book because it interests me. It's about Peter Pan, so I got a tote bag with it so I could carry the rest of my books easier. So yeah, that is how I got this book. There is one version of my story that everyone knows, and then there is the truth. This is how it happened. How I went from Peter Pan's first and favorite Lost Boy to his greatest enemy. I think this is about Captain Hook. Okay, next, this book I was so happy to get. You had to purchase the t-shirt to get it, but hold on, I have the t-shirt right here. The t-shirt was really pretty and I love it. It's called Artemis and it has stars and moons, and it's my new pajama shirt and it's glorious and so soft. But you had to buy the t-shirt in order to get the book Artemis, the Ark by Andy Weir, who also wrote The Martian, which I saw that movie and I read that book. I love that book. But once I saw that this book was a thing that existed, and once the lady told me it was like a heist in space, Kate and I looked at each other, we're like, Six of Crows in space? I was like, sign me up. So we both had to get a copy. I'm so excited for this because I love sci-fi, and Six of Crows is like my favorite book, so all that mashed together sounds glorious, like a heist on a different planet in space. Like, yes, please. You may probably, a lot of you already know this book, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. It's the first book in her Grisha trilogy, which is also set in the same universe as the Six of Crows books. I already own all the books, but the new paperbacks recently just came out, and I saw them there and they were so pretty. I didn't want to buy them all, but I at least wanted to buy the first one because it's so beautiful. Look at it. And it's shiny and the font is raised and gold and pretty. I really had no excuse to buy this other than my greedy hands just really wanted it because it's so beautiful. I've already read it, but it's glorious. If you guys haven't read the Grisha trilogy, or in fact any book by Leigh Bardugo, what are you doing with your life? And get on it. Next up, we have this book called Tess of the Road by Rachel Hartman. What is this book about? It says, returning to the fascinating world she created in the award-winning New York Times bestselling Serafina, Rachel Hartman introduces readers to a new character in a new quest, pushing the boundaries of the genre once again. This wholly original fantasy. And the middle, I can't speak English, dyslexia, come on, let me breathe. In the why can't I say medieval? In the medieval kingdom of Gored, women are expected to be ladies, men are their protectors, and dragons get to be whomever they want. Tess stubbornly is a troublemaker. As her family plans to send her to a nunnery, Tess yanks on her boots and sets out for a journey across the Southlands alone and pretending to be a boy. Where Tess is headed is a mystery, even to her, so when she runs into an old friend, it's a stroke of luck. The friend is a Gyatgyagdal. I don't know what that means, but if I read it, I'll find out. A species of dragon. Oh, it literally just told me. Who gives her both a purpose and protection on the road. But Tess is guarding a secret. Her tumultuous past is a heavy burden to carry, and the memories she's tried to forget threaten to expose her. It has dragons, so like, dope. This book, I have no clue what's about because genuinely somebody just shoved it in my hands when I was walking past, and it was an advanced reader's copy of a book called Clicked by New York Times bestselling author Tamara Ireland Stone. I don't think I've heard of her before. Ali Navarro can't wait to show her best friends the app she built at Code Girl Summer Camp. Clicked pairs users based on common interests and sends them on a fun and occasionally rule-breaking scavenger hunt to find each other, and it's a hit. By the second day of school, everyone is talking about Clicked. Okay, so to me so far this sounds a little bit like Nerve, that movie with Emma Roberts and the ever so attractive Dave Franco. This sounds like if you like Nerve, which I love, then you'll probably like this book. I'll probably like it too. So this sounds cool. This book was a holy grail jackpot that I was so excited and happy to get because Stephanie Perkins was actually at Comic Con and she was signing. I was able to get a ticket to her signing, which you got the arc of her new horror book. If you guys don't know who Stephanie Perkins is, she wrote an amazing trilogy of adorable romances, the first one being Anna and the French Kiss, which is one of my favorite contemporaries and favorite books of all time. It is so cute and amazing, and I just hit myself in the face with the book. She took a little break from writing, and now she's coming back with this really short 150 pages about book, and it's a horror thriller book called There's Someone Inside Your House. The reason I'm really excited for this book is because Stephanie's pretty much only written contemporaries, like that's all I've read of hers before. So I'm excited that she went out of her comfort zone sort of, and I'm really excited to see what she has in store for this book. I cannot wait because creepy things are me. Like in real life, I'm a wimp when it comes to creepy things, but any TV show like supernatural or books that are creepy or horror-ish, I'm like so down. I'm so pumped. And there's a sticky note in my book. Okay, so this book I'm so excited about because I hadn't had it before, and I was like, what better chance to buy it than at Comic-Con when all my friends are going to be there for a panel for their book. This book is called Because You Love to Hate Me, and it's by 13 authors and in collaboration with 13 booktubers. It's a book about villains, and the booktubers had to come up with storylines, and they had to pitch them to the author that they were paired with, and the author had to write a story about the villain and the story that the booktubers pitched, and then I believe that the booktubers also got to write their own story. So I'm so excited for all my friends that made it into this book. I went to the panel that Sasha, Christine, and Jesy and some other authors were on with them, and I'm so excited for their success with this book, and the cover is beautiful and shiny and I love it, and I cannot wait to read it. It's not often we get to hear the backgrounds of villains and stuff and story. I'm really excited to read this book. Okay, well I just realized I already have this book, so somehow I ended up getting another Somehow I ended up getting another copy of it because I previously got it at Yelwis. So I'm gonna go put this in a pile for a giveaway in the future. I'll probably do a giveaway on my Bookstagram, so stay tuned. Comment down below if you want some book giveaways because I have lots of books and spare copies, so those will probably be coming soon. Okay, so the final book that I got here is called Blackwing by Ed McDonald. This is another book that I had no clue how it came into my hands, but it did. Somebody either handed it to me or I picked it up for free. This one goes on sale September, that's October. It goes on sale in October. Again, like this attracts me like 6 of crows. A crow, Blackwing, oh, it's a raven. Book 1 of the Raven's Mark. A gritty fantasy debut about a man's desperate battle to survive his own dark destiny. Hope, reason, humanity. The misery breaks them all. The misery is a vast, blighted expanse, the remnant of a devastating war with immortals known as the Deep Kings. The war ended a century ago, and the enemy is kept at bay by the existence of the Engine, a terrible weapon that protects the misery border. Across the corrupted no man's land, the Deep Kings and their armies bide their time, watching, waiting. Bounty hunter Ralot Galahero, I did not say that right, has breathed misery dust. I can't read! Bounty hunter Ralot Galahero has breathed misery dust for 20 years. When he stumbles onto a web of conspiracy that threatens to end the fragile peace the Engine has provided, he is not ready for the truth about the blood he spilled or the gods he's supposed to serve. This sounds really cool and high fantasy, and it almost reminds me of, like, I don't know, the ending of City of Heavenly Fire. I don't know why it does, but it kind of does. Let's see how many books I got. How many is here? Oh gosh, I cannot see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 books. I would say that's a pretty good haul for me. I'm so happy to get to read all these lovely books, and Comic Con was such a blast, besides the part where I got a massive sunburn. But you know what? It's okay, because the hot, sexy, shirtless Outlander guys came by, and like I got this awesome Outlander bandana, and now I can't see anything, but yeah. If you guys enjoyed this book haul, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos in the future. I promise I just got a new laptop. The reason I hadn't been making videos at first was because my camera broke and I didn't have a camera for 3 months. Then my laptop decided to crash, so my luck this year with technology in 2017 has been great. But alas, I have a new laptop, so hopefully I can make more videos again. Just subscribe to stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Jesy. Check out all my social medias linked down below. Be sure to also comment down below some video suggestions, because I'm always looking for new videos to film. And thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Bye! Toodaloo!